Hey guys, we're back with another episode of WWE Supercard. We have a few things to get through, including the big announcement that this week's event is Road to Glory, which they've given us not even a whole month into Season 2, so there's a lot of decks out there that are not balanced and probably not going to get anywhere near the top tier cards unless they screw the difficulty up, but that's another topic for later on in the video. Few things first of all, new layout of the screen. We've got top left, most recent pro, obviously still The Undertaker. Page is still my most recent decent board pool, which was on Friday, so nothing since then. I mean, what we have Wednesday. And most recent King of the Ring rewards at the bottom. Now, I did finish a legendary King of the Ring earlier on today. Lost the first game 3-2 in the final, then fell asleep. So this is what I ended up with. I didn't actually end up getting a proper screenshot, so that's going to have to do. And one other thing I did last night is, just for the hell of it, I decided to buy one epic pack just to see if I could get anything. And I don't know if this means the packs are rigged, but with epic Triple H in Road to Glory, that now makes a pro, so bonus there. But of course the main card we're coming for Road to Glory is Sting. Now the card to me looks awesome. It shows a really good image for him. I love the fact just having Undertaker and Sting there next to each other, so that's going to stay there now for the rest of the video. His card's fairly balanced compared to what they did with Taker and Brock's cards for the last two event cards, but they have switched Sting to a left arrow, so that's now 2 event cards and 2 left arrows, which makes no sense, as all through season 1 left arrows were a pain in the ass to get for event cards, and here they're just giving them to us straight away. Now let's have a quick look through the Road to Glory setup. Common Samoa Joe, uncommon Booker T, rare Lex Luger. This guy I must pull 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. I don't think I've actually bothered to pro him at any point, but constantly getting him all the fucking time. I've not had a super rare Ric Flair yet, so it'll be a nice one to get hold of. I love this Brett card. I'm a huge fan of Brett, as I've mentioned at least on Twitter hundreds of times before, probably not mentioned it in videos before, but it's a really nice looking card, so definitely be looking forward to getting that. Triple H now makes a pro, which, as mentioned earlier on, Seth is not a pro, but can't really complain. Another legendary card, and then obviously Sting at the end. Now you can see the points totals shoot up really quickly for these cards. We've got 130 for super rare, 170 for ultra rare, 210, 240, 280. But you've got to remember, before not only were there 2 event cards at the end of it, there was also a WrestleMania card to get, there was also a Survivor card to get. So while the point totals for the individual cards are higher, it's around about the same actual overall point total, so it doesn't actually make any difference. If you can get to the end previously, you should be able to get to the end now, but obviously now, instead of 190 points or whatever the hell it was for the final card in WrestleMania tier, it's now 280, which should mean the last card is a lot more difficult to get, because if your deck is not strong enough, not only are you going to be doing +1s, +2s, you're going to have to do a lot more +1s, +2s. So I do kind of like what they've done. There's obviously a reason behind this. They're trying to make it more difficult to get, but that relies on the difficulty level not being completely screwed up like most of the Road to Glories were in WrestleMania tier. If it's far too easy, then this is irrelevant, the fact that they've increased the amount of points needed, because you're not going to have to +1, +2. You could probably still +3, +6, or even 5 and 10, depending on how badly it's messed up. So then the next question obviously is, what do they do with the second card? I know JB's mentioned he's adamant it's going to be a PCC where you just get set rewards, everyone's going for the same thing, which I can kind of see them doing that. But I think it's just going to go back to ring domination next week, then afterwards do PCC again. Winner of that then goes into Road to Glory, and then just keep on that endless cycle over and over again. I wouldn't put it past them to do a PCC next week with just obviously one set of rewards, but at the same time, I can see them doing it, but I can't see them doing it. I think they'll just go a simple route of ring domination, because I know that once people have probably got this card because of a slightly easier difficulty level, people are then going to pay a hell of a lot more again to get through ring domination than what they would PCC. People are going to be paying less, because if they didn't get the Sting card, then they don't really have to push, whereas obviously the original PCC, everyone was, well, not everyone was paying, but more people were paying because they were trying to get to certain positions. So if you've got, say, only 1,000 people manage to complete RTG, which is probably not likely to happen, and you've got 2,150 stings or whatever the number is, then no one's going to have to pay. It'd be a really easy PCC. They're not going to make too much money. So for me, it'd be ring domination next week, but that remains to be seen. And the only other thing I've got to mention in this video is ladder rewards. I'm 200 games away from getting my legendary ladder reward. So there's no way in hell I'll be dropping down from legendary in the next 200 games, or I will be shooting myself in the foot. So hopefully I can get a pro from that. That should be some point tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll definitely be by Friday. So I'm also got to be closing in on just my guaranteed pool anyway. I think I've played something like 1,000 games or more, which isn't that many. I've probably got another 1,000 games to go, but you know, maybe if I can actually get lucky, I can pull that over the weekend as well. So ladder reward, possible board pool, potential another King of the Ring, and ring domination. No, Road to Glory. That's the one. So potentially I could have another 4 legendary cards by the end of the weekend, which would be really, really cool. But that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, share the video, all that stuff, and I will catch you guys later.